fuck faces. It's been a long time, and we are finally back.
Yeah. 2 weeks ago, COVID boy here.
COVID boy.
And flu for me last week.
Right. 4-time fucking COVID champion.
Wow.
4-time.
That's a lot of COVID.
That's just not your average COVID trip, man.
No.
I'm fucking badass at this.
You're not good at health.
I feel like I should get more credit for this. What are you talking about? For one
You're
thing,
not
I
good
got
at health.
COVID. Okay, I got COVID, and you've probably got COVID many a times too.
Never tested for it.
That's the
never tested positive.
Most people never would have tested what I did. You know what I mean? I had allergies, basically, what it felt like. I never felt sick. I had allergies, and the only reason I even tested myself because I went to smell my coffee and nothing, like a whole full pot of coffee right under my nose, and
But
absolutely
you've said
nothing.
a million times your nose doesn't work.
It still breaks through that. You know what I mean? Like my nose don't work as in like I can't smell the fart from 4 rows down, but I can smell the fart right next to me. You know, shit like that. My nose.
Could you smell my fart if I dropped it?
It depends.
If it was one of the good ones.
Yeah, Matt's farts always fucking break through. I'll tell you that. And there's a couple stinky people we work with that always break through also. But outside of that, yeah, it just doesn't work well. It still works. I can still smell coffee. Like I can stick this in my nose and still smell a little bit of coffee. I can smell nothing. We happen to have some tests around, so I just took it. That's the only reason. I would have never went to the fucking doctor or anything like that.
I did go to the doctor when I had the flu.
Oh, really?
Yeah, I was feeling
well, that's
real
the
bad.
flu, dude. You got to kind of. But even though then they don't
But then
do anything for you.
They can't do anything.
I don't know, like tough shit.
Yeah. Now,
shit, fuckface.
although when my kids have had the flu, they've given an antibiotic, even though they said
they're just trying to sell you medicine, dude.
Yeah,
Surprised they didn't send you to it. It's only a matter of time before they make a flu specialist. We're going to have to see your flu specialist, and then they send you somewhere else because that's what these fucking cunty health networks do.
That's
they
a
just
fact.
send you to the next person so they can make more money for the corporation.
Hey, before we go too far into anything fun or anything, serious note.
Yeah.
Tomorrow. Yes on issue 1.
Yes.
Yes on issue 2.
By the way, they're going to hear this Tuesday because it's going to come out tomorrow. And so today, if you guys hear this and you vote 1 and 2, vote yes.
Vote
22.
Vote no on issue 2 for me.
Shut
please.
up.
22, I don't give a fuck. That's up to you. I don't really give a fuck personally if they sell the railroad. Although I had a thought. Mm-hmm. $1.5 billion they're talking about getting for this railroad. How about fix the fucking bridge?
You want to sell the railroad and fix the bridge? I think the bridge is half Kentucky's problem. That's part of the deal.
But use that for our half.
I think that's part of the deal. Is that the states just keep on fighting over whose thing
I know.
it is. That's why
But that bridge is a fucking death trap, man.
Well, I want death.
You want death?
I want death.
Well, then what do you want to do with the money? Put it in the fucking pockets of bureaucrats? Now, the thing about the railroad is...
Send it to Israel.
Hey, here's the deal. The railroad makes money. But right now, they're paying huge amounts of money for that fucking chemical spill up north. And the experts say that if anything like that happens again, they're bankrupt, blah, blah, blah. I say dump it, get rid of it, take the money.
I don't know,
my
man.
opinion.
It usually never works out when you sell it to private people. They'll end up fucking it up. But who cares? Let's not be serious today. Shut the fuck up. You're not on the podcast yet. All right, mister, I have to order Chipotle.
I'm done. I'm
wait. All right. So anyways, we got a guest this week.
I'm looking at news.
And it's Ryan.
The one,
guys.
the only Ryan.
Oh,
Hasn't been here in a couple of months.
Yeah.
Hi, everybody.
A couple months. I think it was just last month. I think this might be the shortest distance between your appearances. I think I could be wrong.
I
about
love
that.
being on here.
I wish we had a picture of you last night dressed up so we could show the people how you
I got it.
look
I can
cleaned up.
download it. I can put it up
Yeah,
later
we need
if
to
I really
show
want to.
how he looks.
I
cleaned
looked
up.
good.
I bet you look
dude,
good.
He looked fine. It wasn't okay. Listen, guys, he went to the Bengals game last night, and he knows somebody that happens to be on the team, and
fucking surfer
and they got he was in a
I'm
box.
with you.
So I'm looking at his pictures, and I was pumped for him when I heard this. Like, oh, that's fucking awesome. 'Cause,
Yeah, I was pumped too.
I'm not rich. I don't end up in boxes. He's not rich. It's all you just happen to know somebody, and maybe you get that fucking sweet experience once in your life.
What you know, man.
So anyways, this fucking dildo. I'm flipping through the pictures. His wife looks pretty, but I expect, women to dress up because that's women. You know what I mean? And then I get to him. There's no, and even if he had a button-up Bengal shirt, I guess it wouldn't matter. But he has this flowery, goofy, fucking tight gay shirt on. And it upset me because I'm thinking he's at the fucking football game, man.
He's skinny and built. He can wear tight clothes.
Well, you can wear tight clothes, tight Bengals shirt. All right, you're at the Bengals game.
He makes a good point.
You dress up in the
makes a good
spirit.
point.
You're there to support the team. You're not. It's not date night. All right, we're not. We're not trying to impress the maitre d'.
What if he would have worn a Bengals, let's say Bengals polo or something,
this
with a
is where-
jacket over the top?
I'm upset about polo shirts in general. Unless you're golfing, you don't wear polo shirts.
It wasn't a polo shirt. It was
a button-up shirt.
It was an RVCV shirt, which is like a surf and skate company.
Oh yeah, Mr. California here.
You named me Mr. California when we were like 18. When I was 18 years old, I showed up. I know my hair sucks. But I showed up. He lived with my brother in Clifton, and I showed up with basically I looked like Maverick from fucking Top Gun. He was like, "Look at fucking Hollywood over here." I took it as a compliment because I was young and dumb. I didn't realize he was making fun of me. All right, here's the deal. I'd like to say it's because I'm not going to wear another man's jersey on my fucking back.
I can even get that, though. I'll do it. But
the reason I won't wear a jersey is because they're so ill-fitting. It makes me sick. I fucking hate that. I like my clothes a little bit tighter.
You'd have to wear the woman's jersey.
Yeah, I would.
I know.
I probably would. But the other thing is, I don't like the color orange. I'm not wearing an orange fucking shirt.
They make black ones?
Big orange fan.
They make black
and
ones.
white ones.
There's not a Bengals shirt. Oh, well, I guess if you got one that was black that had like black.
You can even buy a camo
writing.
Bengals jersey.
Yeah, that's true.
That's way worse.
You can get green. It's St. Patrick's Day.
I don't know. I can't hear anything.
You don't need to. You're working fine.
You're I want to talk to you guys about smell because you guys were talking about. Oh, there I am.
All right, there you are.
Hey, shit.
Hey.
You guys were talking about losing your smell, or Jason was. I couldn't smell for like 3 years, and I went during COVID.
Long-term COVID.
Nice catch. And I was like, you're going to think that I have COVID and blah, blah, blah. But I didn't have COVID. I had nodules, swollen nodules in my fucking nose. Anyway, my point is I got it fixed.
Why'd you have nodules in your nose?
That's a good question. They didn't. Oh, I don't know. Maybe.
I mean, it makes sense.
Man, I don't know what else it would be. And she just told me, she was like, it's also why you have a nasally, whiny voice is because your shit's too tight. And they were going to bore it out. She said that too. She was like, that's why you have a whiny voice.
Bore out your nose?
This is a doctor. I'm like, man, come on.
What if they bored out your nose? You came out and you're like, hey guys,
I thought about it. She was like, she said your voice would get deeper and you would breathe better when you run. I already breathe through my nose when I run. Let's back the fuck up. I can smell everything now, and it's a fucking curse.
It's a bummer, right?
I had no idea.
I've been arguing this.
I had no idea. Dude, the other day I'm hanging out in my kitchen, and I'm hanging out with a person that I love, and I'm around all the time, and I was like, this motherfucker stinks. Stinks like hasn't taken a shower. You could smell like the greasiness of his fucking scalp. His breath was rotten. I was like, what the fuck? I'm normally like this close to people, like right up in their shit, just chatting them away. Now I'm like, I think about it. If I have a cigarette when I'm drinking, I'll have a cigarette. And then I'm like, I don't even want to be around anybody. I don't even want to bring my hand up to my face.
You can smell it even when you're smoking?
No, I'm saying like I wouldn't want to put that on somebody. You know what I mean?
No, cigarettes are awful.
They're so disgusting.
That's another thing that pops up when I, you said my nose don't work. That's another thing that breaks through nowadays. Now, which is funny because I grew up with my parents fucking hotboxing the car for fucking 30 years.
Oh, yeah, me too.
Well, isn't that hilarious?
I wasn't 30, but either way. 20 years. And, it never bothered me one bit.
Not bad,
but
right?
now it bothers me.
Looks good.
Thank you.
Let me see this.
That is not bad.
Yeah, Jen's pretty. You look like a fucking douche, dude. That's
I
awful.
do not. I look great.
I don't see douche.
Look how white my teeth are. I whitened my teeth for 3 days straight.
You guys have the best teeth of any family.
Well,
you've ever
your
seen.
wife's a MILF.
Oh, she's a fucking muchacho sucia.
Muchacho.
And speaking of fat asses, her ass is out of control, all natural, doesn't do anything besides eat.
She walked down the street the other day, and I was trying to scare her, but she never picked up on it. I don't know if she's such in a trance or she even knows that I live
When
here.
she's walking down the street, it's because her head's broken.
Okay.
So you're not going to get anything out of her. She ain't going to smile. She looks like...
She had broken head face.
Yes.
Yeah, I saw it kind of because I was only with Kane and I'm driving down the street. I'm like, oh, that's Jen. And I pass and I'm going to fuck with her. So I start backing up and she's quick pace, by the way, because I'm trying to back up and not hit cars, but I couldn't keep up with her. She's fucking walking in with stone face.
Yeah.
And because
There's something wrong with that.
Why?
I mean, basically, practical joke of you being abducted, raped, and killed, probably. Here, let's do this.
Well, I didn't plan
Let's scare you into thinking you're being abducted.
I planned on stopping outside of... She should fucking know this is my street. You know what I mean? Like, she should know my car, and she knows it's my street, and...
That's also every day for a female.
Yeah.
You go to the grocery store, you got kids following around.
It's good we keep that over their head. It just keeps them level. I don't want any of it to happen, but it's not bad that they think it may.
Now, I'm not trying to transition into chastity belts and cock cages or anything, but I did a little research about it.
Yeah.
Speaking of control, there's nothing about cock cages, but chastity belts go back to like the 11th century.
Chastity controls, yeah, it's forever, dude.
And dude, they had holes for them to be able to piss and shit out of.
Yeah.
But imagine how nasty that
so
area
gross.
got.
And they're
So
solid,
gross.
and they were solid fucking iron.
Dude, they said that
Iron
during the
puss.
1930s, soldiers saw in the Middle East women with chastity belts on in the 1930s.
You
And
know
I'm
what?
sure there's people right now, but I'm saying like
They still make them.
Let's ask this question.
It's kinda
that-
hot.
That's
I mean,
popping in my head because I don't think eating box has been a thing for the existence of eternity.
Oh,
You know
I
what
don't
mean?
either.
I think
Oh, my
sex
God.
started at one point. Sex started, right? You know, and fucking went on for thousands and thousands of years. I don't have a feeling that maybe eating puss came enough to account until maybe like the 1900s.
What do you think about
I
head?
tend to agree with you. I think
Maybe head
blowjobs
also, but I'm not sure.
I think
but
blowjobs, same thing.
maybe
I always
blowjobs
wondered
not
who
because-
gave the first blowjob.
because guys have so much more control in this world. I wonder if the blowjobs probably came about 300 years before eating puss did. Because guys eventually feel, oh, that feel good, in the face, and they
Yeah.
made them do it, but they can't make us do that shit. Men have to want to eat a pussy. You can't pussy rape someone. It just can't.
Oh my
happen.
God, what a good fucking point.
So and
That's
and for
crazy.
Yeah.
for hundreds and hundreds and hundreds and thousands of years, those pussies were so stinky that why would you want to go down there? You know what I mean?
Yeah.
And not only that, but you didn't really give a fuck about pleasing women back then.
Oh,
You know
no.
what I mean? Like,
And I don't think like the fucking cavemen. I think it felt good, obviously, but I think they're just like, come here, I'm gonna stick my fucking seed in you and
I don't think there's a lot of
Make
love
another
making
caveman.
going on.
Oh,
Back in
no.
the
Well,
cave
yeah, I
making
don't
days.
think that
Cave making.
I don't think that head would even cross their mind. And in fact, I would imagine that it's kind of like a dog fucking, where it's just like 10 seconds of
Yeah.
and that's it.
I don't
But
know.
you know what?
Ain't no
I'll bet
fucking
you-
like love
I think,
making.
I think head would pop up a lot easier than you think because even as a child, you're just rubbing your dick on things, and you know what I mean. Like you're fucking rubbing the mattress. You're doing whatever you got to do.
And your sister's mouth and
so
shit like that.
whatever. So at some point, you're gonna look at a mouth and go, "Ooh, my dick would look good there." You know what I mean? So I could see head happen way before. Well, men's head.
I'll
happened
bet you
way
they
before
went in
women's
the
head.
ass too.
You think there was a lot of
Well,
ass
hold on
fucking?
a
I think they're
second.
like, hey,
For
there's
sure,
a hole there.
for sure.
I'm going in there.
That-
It's right above the
man,
pussy.
yeah, but
I'm going
being
in.
a woman.
But with that being
Yeah.
said,
Worst.
almost universally, guys will agree that although the ass is cool and everything, the pussy is much better.
Much better.
So I
but
would
back
think they
then, I
would've
guarantee
known-
they tried it.
Well, of course they tried it.
Hey,
God
hole.
damn it, that is
Big
such
hole. Me go in.
Yeah,
Big
dude,
hole. Hey, but the good thing is, back then, no AIDS. All the ass fucking in the world, no AIDS.
Any average life
Not even
expectancy
herpes,
of
probably. You know what
30.
I mean? You had no.
But you
no
lived to the ripe
flu
old
either.
age of 30 back then.
So yeah, no.
I don't know, man.
No old
That's
pussy.
That's a misconception. There's just that's an average based off of infant
It's
fatalities.
true because
And
most are
here's the
supposed to be
deal:
784.
if we're talking about like flu,
There was
and
cucking
being
back then.
sick and shit like that, like imagine back to pussy eating. Like it was so rotten and stinky that of course you wouldn't want to put your face by it, but. I bet those people probably never got sick. Their skin flora was probably out of control. They were just probably healthier than we would even imagine, except for their.
They didn't eat
And then I
anything
wonder-
but stuff they
What about-
killed. Meat. Just
I don't know.
meat.
I could go the opposite too because they're just drinking dirty water all the time and shit
Yeah,
like that. That's why
yeah.
that's why they died so early.
Yeah, but they
with,
probably had.
Because if you did get sick, you got a rotten tooth. The next thing you know,
was
Todd's
just-
dead.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Because you
Right.
can get abscesses and shit, and you're just dead. You have no medicine to treat it.
I was just gonna bring up teeth. That's the other thing that's such a fucking bizarre thing that like, how did we exist this long without dentistry and shit like that?
You died.
Or they gave you the wood teeth and shit.
Or did we? Or,
You know,
or
George
maybe our
Washington's teeth actually weren't wood.
Yeah, they were
They were
slave
slaves, dude. We all know that. It was part of the Shane Gillis' special.
What
Yeah,
a
that's a
weird
lie.
thing to cover up.
What?
Like, well, of course you would cover it up, but to say they were wood teeth,
I think that was one of those things. Dude, I got a feeling there was no cherry
Like, I
tree
would go
ever
with
cut
rocks.
down too.
Yeah.
That's all bullshit. But
I don't
let's
even
get
know
back
that
to
story.
let's get to the main subject because I know Ryan is really itching about cock cages, and people were like, "What the fuck is he even talking about?" All right, so the last episode we did, which was 3 weeks ago, and we didn't have a lot of listens. We were kind of trailing there at the end. What was going on? Hey, fuckers, we're cool. Listen. Anyways,
Eh, we go
Not
through.
now.
We go through cycles.
yeah, we do go through cycles. Anyhow, so you were presented with a new cuck opportunity.
I was.
You had met these people through the through some kind of app you use where you meet weirdos.
Swinger app, yeah.
Yeah, Swinger app.
Yeah, I need to know about
They
that.
messaged you,
I'll fill
and how about you tell the story?
They messaged me, and like a lot of people do, I get a lot of messages because the only picture on there is my dick.
Yeah.
And
Not your face at all?
Oh, no. I don't put my face on those sites.
Oh, okay.
Now, when they want to see what I look like,
You send it to them, yes.
I'll send them an email or
I
something
mean,
like that.
do you put like your body on there?
Just dick.
Hey,
The only thing on there
look
is
on
my
its face.
dick.
just dick.
Just
He
dick.
looked angry at me.
A lot of people, now a lot of
you have to
couples
say.
on there put their faces on there, but most of the single people don't. Either they're cheating on their spouses, whatever, or they just, hey, I'll show you what I look like later after we've talked for a while and I realize you're not fucking crazy.
Yeah.
So I talked to these guys, and they said, would you be interested in playing with, with me while my cuck, served his purpose and all that stuff? And I'm like, yeah, I've bulled for a long time.
Okay,
I'm good.
So let's
First time caller,
slow
long time
down,
bull.
baby. You got to take it slow with me. I'm very excited about all this. Are the majority of the people on there trying to have a threesome?
No. I would say the majority of them are looking for another couple to swap with.
Okay,
You-
right.
Do you got a profile that says I am here for I'm the bull, I'm here for
Is that what
cucking?
it's called?
No, it says single man looking for couples. So they
Oh,
know what
okay.
that means. Then they contact me.
So
Okay.
yeah, the flip side of that is, whenever Jen and I would, or what's her name? Nothing. I didn't see her
Todd.
name. Bleep that out. Todd and I. Wait, no, I don't want it to be Todd. But anyway, we would call it a unicorn. You're basically a unicorn.
Well, unicorn's female.
Right, I know, but I'm saying is a bull the name for the reverse?
See, here's the deal. Here's from what I gathered from talking to all these people. Like I said, I showed you some text, and they're still coming in. I've got another one that's contacting me as we speak.
Mm-hmm.
And it's like the one that we're talking about.
This is for the show. I mean, we need him to continue on. I do all the electronical work and all this stuff. Chris just has to fuck people and tell me about it.
This is incredible.
It's perfect
Well,
working out for him.
the thing about it is they said, would
I
you
wanna
be
be
interested?
involved.
And I said, yeah. And through my experience, I have done 3 wives in front of their husbands, but all it was is them sitting there watching. That's all it was. It was never the actual textbook definition of cuck, which is he gets humiliated and fucked with the whole time.
Yeah, that's kind of fucked up.
Well, this one was.
Oh my god.
Okay, and I'll tell you right off the bat, the text that they sent from the very beginning were fucking hilarious because I thought he was full of shit.
Are you allowed to read some of them? Or
Well,
is
we read of some of them last week. I'm sure he'll
Okay,
show you.
all
But
right.
what I'm saying is I confirmed them, so they are real. This guy would
that'd be a weird thing to lie about.
he'd say something like that, and Chris be like, "Yeah, and bring some beer, pussy." And shit like that. He was
And he'd say,
talking.
"Yes,
he was
sir."
talking really demanding, and the guy would respond back, "Yes, sir, will do." You know what I mean? How's the honeymoon suite, sir?
Yeah,
Shit
he
like
asked
that.
me- he asked
It was
me-
total domination from the
Oh.
beginning. I don't know really what you expected.
Chris, how does that?
I expected like the hey, ha ha ha, this is gonna be funny. We're gonna laugh at you
He's
and
calling
make
him
fun
pussy
of you
and stuff.
Yeah, because he said, "I am here to serve my hot wife
I'm out.
and her
out.
bull, and I am total obedient." Blah blah blah. She calls all the shots, and I was like, "Well, okay, well this is cool." I go over there, I have a few beers with him, I fuck her, he watches, and occasionally I look over and flip him off, whatever.
Yeah.
That's what I
that's
thought
fine.
it
I
was.
understand that, but I mean, this guy's also telling you, but there was one remark that was fucking hilarious, and I can't remember. I'm going to ruin this story. But
Well, and then I'll read some of the current text that I'm getting now. But he says to me, they live in Lexington. And I said, well, I'm not driving all the way to Lexington for some pussy, motherfucker. And I said, if you want dick, you come. If your wife wants dick, you come here. And I said, when you get the hotel room, I want, Hyatt Regency and above, no shitty motel or anything.
I love this.
And he said,
how's the honeymoon suite?
how's the honeymoon suite? I said, not necessary, but if you want to get the honeymoon suite, go ahead.
That's something you would get, you little pussy.
So last week,
I don't.
And he's like, how's it going to start, you think? And Chris is like, well, we're going to sit on the bed and play with each other's junk while we laugh at your small dick.
you read that, yeah.
Yes, I read
Yeah.
that exact word.
Oh my god.
And then I
Yeah.
think you put pussy after.
Okay,
it.
yeah,
So then-
but I have to ask you, like,
Yeah, fire away.
do you enjoy?
I was
Or
enjoying
did you
this.
feel like you had to force the shitty comments towards him?
Yeah.
Yeah, because you don't seem like the type of guy that
But
would.
I went
See, that's
once
the only part I would like of this whole
I feel like
situation.
Jason would fucking
Yeah,
kill
but
this.
what
Once
about
it
from
got
now on,
to it-
I'll do the text and you do the fucking. It'll be teamwork.
That's a deal. But once it got to this,
Oh,
I was
shit.
like, okay, I'm going with this. You know what I mean? And then they said, hey, send a picture of your face. They sent a picture of theirs. She is very attractive.
Oh, do you have a picture of her?
Yeah, I'll show you. I think she lied about her age.
Like she
I think
went
she was.
younger.
I think she was a little older than
Yeah.
she said, but she's very
How
attractive.
old?
She said she was 42, and my guess is closer to 50.
Fuck, that's a huge lie.
Well, he's fucking almost 60, dude. 50 is still not
But
bad range
she
for
was
him.
you know what?
I know you're forgetting.
You
You're
know what
thinking
she
of normal
reminded
people
me
ages.
of?
Yeah.
She reminded me of when you drive through Hyde Park and you see these 50-year-old wealthy women doing nothing but jogging
Yeah, I
because
love
that's
those
their
girls.
only job.
Yeah, and walking the dog
Stay healthy.
over and over
yeah,
again.
she looked like one of those.
Hey, that's my job.
She,
Yeah, it's like him.
they both own businesses. They've got some money. I saw pictures of them. Then they said, "Hey, how about we go to a phone call?" So we went to a three-way phone call, and I'm talking to them both. And at first it was, "Hey, how you doing?" You know, they said, "Tell me a little about yourself." I did. They told me a little about themselves, and then she said, "Well, all right, well, let's get to it. You know, you want to fuck me while my cuck is, obedient to me?" And I said, "Yeah, fuck yeah, I'm down." So last week, they were supposed to come on Saturday. And at 12 o'clock or whatever, they sent me a message saying, "Oh, we can't come. Family shit going on." And I said, okay, they're full of shit. Jason thought I was being catfished.
I did. I thought it was catfishing.
So they called me back later that day.
But what would catfishing
Just to fuck
for-
with you. You
Oh,
know what I
okay,
mean? Like,
so
that'd be
like-
funny.
Yeah.
You know, they could be
Because-
doing a podcast in Iowa.
I mean,
setting up cut things and then telling the story about all the
I
stupid
went so
shit
far
they
as
got. Who
to
knows?
do Facebook or video chat with these people. I was talking to them. I know they were real.
Mhm.
So then they called me back and said, "Hey, Saturday it is." So I'm like, all right, cool.
What did the guy look like?
I assume khakis with glasses.
I'll get
Wearing a
into
polo.
that.
Okay.
I'll get into that.
Oh, okay.
All right, it's part of the story.
but you
your
couldn't be
guess?
more
I want-
wrong.
Jay, what's your guess?
I
I got a guy about 5'6", 5'7", khakis, button up like golf shirt where the buttons only go down like your.
So you think he's a short little fella with
Comb over.
with a medium build going bald?
Yeah, but not a just hair parted over.
I'm thinking hippie.
Oh, like ponytail hippie.
Yeah, ponytail hippie.
Oh shit.
Ponytail hippie that just
Good
is,
guess.
probably just with some tits on him, a little bit of belly,
Yeah.
small dick, obviously. You
Yeah,
know, and then,
yeah.
Okay,
But,
you're-
but really happy and chill.
But chill,
You're
but
both-
chill. But
you're
then
both
that's
sadly
but
mistaken.
that's why he's into the submissive thing. You know what I mean?
Yeah,
Because
well-
and he's like, fuck me, or not like that.
Watch, he's an ex-NFL football player.
As far as
He's
his looks
black.
went,
It was Chuck
he
Liddell.
looked like your doctor. He was
He's a doctor.
he looked like one. He
Okay.
was,
Well, that's what I
very
said.
well kept. He was a little bit older, had salt and pepper hair.
Like you,
So anyway,
mostly salt.
yeah,
How tall?
his was mostly salt. I'll explain all that. So they said, "Come on over,"
I like.
and this was where it started to get weird. I'm like, "All right." I was telling Jason the
Shut
whole
up, they're
time. I was
midgets.
psyching myself up for this. I can do this. I can do this. I thought it was going to be. I go in.
Kinda. You know,
Look-
let's break it down too. The day before, he's telling me how fucking nervous he is because she had texted
Which you're
him.
never nervous.
She had texted him.
Because I asked you before. I'm sorry. go
She had texted him and said, "Go ahead and if you feel like it, go ahead and spit on him." Also,
Well, why? What'd you
yeah,
want to do
exactly.
that?
Well, that's
I don't
what I
know.
think really
That's a
freaked him.
felony.
That's what freaked him out. And he's like, also, if you got to pee or something, he can hold your dick, that's gay.
No, well, yeah, you're
Now,
not.
I said no.
now we're gay. You know what I mean? That has nothing to do with domination. That's just gay. I told him, and he
my
didn't
God.
take me up on this offer. I know that because he would be very much bragging about it. I told him since he's not going to spit on him because that's gross, give him a nice little dirty Sanchez. Like just walk by, ream your ass, wipe it under his nose, and go bitch, and then just walk and take a pee. You know,
You know
that
what?
would have been fucking the greatest moment in Chris's sexual history, which is a pretty long list.
If,
So that's saying a lot.
Okay.
Let me tell you something. If I
Jesus Christ.
see the thing about it is though, when I went over
nicer
there,
than spitting on somebody, though.
Yeah,
that's
when I was going over there, I was psyching myself up. Okay, you can do this. It's all fantasy. But I thought still, I'd go in, we'd sit down, we'd have a beer. Next thing you know, she would start fucking with me, and he would sit there and watch. Blah blah blah. That's what I thought.
And she did say cock cage.
Yes, so she sent me a message that said, when you walk into the lobby of the Hyatt Regency, go to the men's room, and there will be a key leaning against the door on the inside.
Wait, this is awesome.
Yeah.
You can't get on the elevator without a room key.
It's like Mission Impossible.
So-
Yeah, I was going to say it's like
basic-
a national treasure.
You know what you should have said? You send that guy naked downstairs in a cock cage to get me.
I was still trying to. Well, they would have got kicked out of the hotel.
I want the cock cage butler.
So she basically told me, "Hey, this is going to be fun, blah blah blah. But please, when you come in, all business." And I went, "Okay." So I get to the Hyatt. I
You
go,
never said they call you Buck? We
Nope.
discussed that today. You didn't get through with a lot of the plan.
dude. You'll know why in
My
a
name is
minute.
Buck. You want to fuck?
Yeah,
So-
that's what he was supposed to do. He was
I go
aligned
into the
with it.
men's room.
How nervous, honestly, are you? You got sweaty armpits at this moment?
No, I had just got out of the shower. I was nice and clean. Everything.
Well, I
was-
know, but you don't get nervous armpits every once in a
No,
while?
I don't get that.
Okay, well.
Me
neither.
I just usually get the
I get the shits.
pounding in the
Hearts,
chest.
yeah.
So I go into the fucking
I
men's
get the
room.
shits too.
Yeah.
And leaning against the door of the stall on the inside is the fucking key.
Of course.
And that's when you know it's real.
That's when I know it's real.
Damn.
And I
Mission Impossible music starts.
I
in
went
your
up,
head.
I get on the fucking elevator, and I go up to like 7th floor or something like that. And I walk down the hall, and there's the fucking door. And I'm sitting here with the key in my hand going, all right,
We're
you can do
doing
this,
this.
you can do this. Because it's like, this is something you've never fucking done before. You got to do this. So I put the key in.
This is wild.
Yeah, it's fun.
And all of this is 100% the truth. I'm not
Well, of
embellishing
course.
any
What
of
the
it.
fuck, man?
I walk in, nice room. It wasn't a suite, but it was
Had a
nice,
couch.
Had a couch
Yeah,
and a
right,
table
right.
and all that. And she's laying on the bed, very, very attractive. And she's got this sexy thing on. She's got these thigh highs, and she's got like this little bustier thing. Tits are out. Little thing around her neck, and very attractive.
Like a choker chain type of thing? Like a
More
leash?
decorative, more decorative.
Okay.
So I go in, and she's laying there.
What's her hair like?
It's blonde, and it's short. It's about like
Does
this.
she have it up? Or?
No, it was down. It was like that weird little flip up on the bottom deal.
I got you.
Real
I just,
sexy.
sometimes when that hair's up in a bun or in a ponytail.
No,
you know,
hers
they're
was down.
ready to get some head.
And then I walk in, and I see her, and I'm going, all right, this is going to be fun. And I look to my left, and this is where I freaked out a little bit. This is where shit got real, and I said, I don't
seen
know
the
if I'm
guy.
up for this. I saw the guy. He's sitting on the floor.
This is bothering me. Not that you're doing that, but that you have to do that. It's bothering
That's
me.
all right. I mean, whatever.
He's sitting on the floor with his head down, and the man's wearing a nightgown.
Whoa.
Hold on a second. It gets fucking weirder.
That's fine. I'm just going to stand, though. That's all right.
He's wearing like an old lady, your mother's nightgown. There was nothing sexy about it. It went all the way. He's got his knees up, and he's looking straight down, wearing a fucking blue nightgown.
All right. Can we take a commercial break?
Yeah. Dude, this is where I started freaking out here.
This is brought to you by MeUndies.
A nightgown. He's wearing
Got
a
his
nightgown.
mother's nightgown
And that's
on.
what I said. What the fuck did I just get into here? Because I'm in. She's looking good. He's there. Like, you know what he looked like? He looked like a whipped fucking dog. And it made me start thinking that
Hard to
this,
get a hard on around
this
a whipped
isn't the
dog.
kind of thing. This isn't the kind of thing that he's really into. I think he's doing it for her, but I think the guy had
No.
money. I think
No.
they're both into it.
No. This guy's wearing a
This guy
nightgown.
loves
Yeah.
this.
This guy's into this.
All right,
you don't. No one makes you wear a nightgown. It's never happened.
Hey, let's back up for a sec. When you guys are discussing meeting up and everything, is there any discussion about like cameras and shit? Like, do you
Nightgowns?
say like, don't fucking set up a camera?
No. They told me.
Is there any nightgown talk?
Sorry, but you can't take any pictures
cannot
or
have a
anything.
nightgown on.
They said we have children and we have businesses, and
Chris, what if you showed up in the same nightgown? God damn it!
God, we got the same fuck suit.
fuck. All right, so it gets weirder.
I can't wait to read your profile now. You got to update it. No nightgowns. man looking for couple. No nightgowns.
The man's wearing a nightgown and he's sitting there.
Okay, he's sitting in a chair.
He's on the ground, on the floor,
like Indian
in
style.
the corner. Knees up and
No.
looking down. Yeah, holding on to his knees.
Back. How tall is he?
He's in
I couldn't tell. He's sitting down.
I couldn't tell he was sitting in tornado position.
Around in a nightgown.
Yeah, wearing a nightgown. And I'm freaked out at this point.
Oh, fuck yeah. You think Gaza's about to pop out. Bahamas is about to pop out.
He's wearing a
nightgown
nightgown and he's looking down. And the weird thing is he had like a choker collar on, but it wasn't connected to anything. It was just hanging down in front of him. Maybe she leads him around by that later. I don't know.
Pee in the corner.
So she says to me, pats on the bed, and she says, come on over. And I'm sitting there thinking, well, I've still got a role here. There's still things they expect from me. So either get the fuck out or try to step up and do what she wants.
Right.
Yeah.
Have you said a word yet?
No, not a word.
So you didn't accidentally just go, what the fuck?
No. I was like this. I looked at her and I smiled, blah, 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 and I went. And I freaked out a little bit inside. He's wearing a fucking nightgown.
Look, you know what? I have the God damn it. I almost want to interrupt nonstop because I don't want this moment to ever end. And I know it's going to get better and better and better. This is like one of those times in life you have to soak this shit all the way in.
She specifically told me,
Yes,
once I entered that door, do not break character. They wanted that for that.
Yeah.
You know? So if I was to say, like, hey, what the fuck's going on here or whatever, it would have been over for them. The fantasy would have been over and I would have been gone.
What if, I don't know how they haven't got that question. You know, they probably have a comeback to it pretty quickly.
Maybe
right?
he's the
Well,
first,
they were
though.
very
no,
no,
she
I'm
had
not the
pictures.
first. They were very specific on what they wanted. So
Yeah.
if I was going to bail out at any point, I would have done it by then.
I feel like if they were specific, they would have told you there's going to be a man in a nightgown in the corner.
No,
Sitting like he's waiting for a fucking tornado to come and take off the top
all
of the
they
school.
told me was that he was completely subservient and
And they did say cock cage, so you knew weirdness was going on.
Yeah.
Cock cage is not a normal
and I was
thing.
sitting there and I was
my
going, I
God.
sit down and she said, hi, my name is Bleep. And that half a man in the corner is my fucking husband.
Okay, she's disappointed.
And she goes, look at me, bitch. And he looked up at her and she said, you like his outfit? And I was like,
Your outfit, what were you wearing?
his.
Oh, okay.
The nightgown.
The nightgown.
And she
Come on,
said,
follow along.
she said, stand
Sorry,
up,
man.
stand up, sissy. Kept calling him sissy. So he
There's
stood
nothing,
up.
hey, there's nothing hot about any of this. Like nothing's
No.
like
Oh no, you're telling me.
Yeah. I mean, was she naked?
No, she had
Her
this
tits out,
sexy,
though.
had her tits out, had this little bustier thing on, a pair of
Okay.
underwear and some thigh highs. Very attractive.
when do I get to see a picture of her?
I gotta dig it out.
This should have been pre. Go ahead.
Well, I'm not going to show the picture on the fucking podcast.
Well, I
Yeah,
just
duh.
wanna see it, that's
All right,
all.
let's move on.
It
You want
helps
some
the
pictures?
story, don't you think? I mean,
So-
have
I
you
agree
seen
with
her?
you. Yeah, I've seen her.
Well, fuck.
So,
It doesn't help the story.
yeah, you said she was pretty. So anyway,
She's pretty for those pictures.
she goes, I got something else I want to show you. And she starts kind of giggling, laughing. She says, stand up, sissy. And he stood up and he lifted up his nightgown and there was the fucking cock cage. And I had never seen one.
Yeah, to explain what a cock cage is, because I'm
It's
still
a-
in. He
it's
looked it
a
up.
white plastic cage that goes over his dick. And then it's got a hole in the bottom where you squeeze your balls through. And then on the top, it clamps shut and there's a little tiny baby padlock on it.
All right, it goes over the cock, and then there's a strap that goes around the balls.
Not a strap. Part of the plastic cage has a hole in the bottom.
Right.
That way he can't get it off.
Right, yeah, without pulling his damn balls off.
Right.
God
and
damn it. And then there's a padlock. How big?
the padlock was little. It looked like a locket,
Just like
or
his
something.
pecker.
But the whole thing about
Like
it
a
is
diary.
his cock. The cage was only this big, and his cock was squeezed into there like fucking sausage casing. So basically, the point of the cock cage is
Oh,
if
my
you
God.
start to get aroused and get hard, you're going to get some serious fucking pain.
Yeah.
So that's what the point
How
of
big is this cock
it's
cage?
mushed in there. I
can't
don't
even
know.
tell.
No, the cock cage. Like,
Oh, it's about this long.
oh shit. Because
And
I mean,
a
I
little-
googled this shit
A
before I
little
came
box. It wasn't solid. It was like slats on it. And
here. I've seen them that they droop. They're about like 4-5 inches.
no, this
And-
one was
but
about 3 to 4. I don't know. I looked at it. His cock was squeezed in there, smushed in there. And then she starts laughing and she goes, look at that sissy, blah, blah, blah. She goes, sit down. And he sits down
is
back
a
on the
bad
floor.
bitch.
And she said, remember, if I catch you looking down and not looking up here, you're going to pay.
Yeah, don't look away.
And I'm sitting there thinking, what the fuck's he going to pay?
That'd be great if she had a pellet gun.
So I said to myself, I said, concentrate.
Every time she shot him in a pellet gun.
I either get the fuck out of here now or try to focus and get it on. So so I get on the bed with her and I start kissing on her and sucking on her tits and blah, blah, blah.
Wait. You start kissing her on the mouth?
Huh? I start kissing on her tits and her neck and stuff like that.
All right.
Yeah, I got weirded out too.
No, I don't.
I mean, there's rules about
I didn't kiss her on the lips.
Yeah. He said something about kissing before, and I'm like, wait a minute, you're kissing these people?
No, kissing her neck and her ear.
Okay, I got you.
Working her way down. So I'm sucking on her tits, and when I got to them, I could tell they were not real. They were real firm. And next thing you know, there's a fucking zipper on the back of the bustier. I take that off. I peel the underwear off, and I start eating her pussy. Beautiful little pussy. Little tiny thing. Little tiny triangle of hair on top of it. It was gorgeous. So I'm doing it.
Hey, also in this situation, not eating pussy.
I ate her pussy.
I have to. Okay, here's the deal. I'm with Jay to an extent. I mean, she would have to get me all worked up. At this moment, I can't imagine the dude in the nightgown. I mean, I'm gonna need someone to.
Yeah.
My guess is they hadn't fucked in a week or two.
But he's a performer. So, I mean, he's going for it.
And by the way, God bless your soul. Yeah. I mean, for real, I'm so thankful to have you around.
Well, it gets a little weirder, so let me finish my story.
No, Chris, we want this to last. I mean, you got a heart out. I want it to end with the fucking punchline,
we got
baby.
time. So I'm eating her pussy, and she's getting into it, and the whole time, it's so funny because the whole time I was eating it, and I ate her butt the whole nine, and she was fucking going crazy, but the whole time, she didn't take her eyes off him one time. Just oh, how much is this guy suffering?
Eye
blah,
contact.
blah, blah. Yeah. So every now and then she'd grab my head and blah, blah, blah. And she goes, I want to see that cock. And I was hard because I was eating her.
Mm-hmm.
I was hard now. So she goes, do me a favor. Go stand right by that sissy in the corner. I said,
no.
What for?
What for?
Yeah. And she goes, I want him to be close to this. So I walk over and I'm standing from you to me. And she drops to her knees, and she's holding my dick, sucking it, looking right at him. On the head, the nuts, everything. Staring him right in the fucking eyes.
He's still in tornadoes coming position?
He's still sitting in the same position.
Just, I mean, I appreciate the story, but don't ever do that tongue thing you just did at Ryan again. I didn't like that at all.
That was for effect.
That threw me off.
That was for effect.
Yeah, but I couldn't think of anything else.
By the way, while we're sharing, when you did the dirty Sanchez, you came close to my face. Okay, so please don't do that again.
Okay, fair enough. I didn't think about that. I didn't actually stick
I mean, I don't mind being a guinea pig to an extent, you know, but just don't shave me.
Okay.
So
fair enough.
She's sucking my dick, and I'm like, trying. I got my eyes closed. I'm just like, okay, just pretend you're somewhere else and blah, blah, blah.
Where are you at in your head? Your eyes are closed. What are you thinking?
Get this blowjob, fuck, and get the fuck out of here is what I'm thinking.
You know what I have in my head?
Finish the job.
Yeah.
I feel like in this moment, if I put myself in your shoes, I would imagine that I would just be staring at and realizing that there are pictures in hotel rooms that you never look at. You never fucking care. But I would be looking at it going, yeah.
Well, you remember
you
one
can't look
thing.
at him and I'm going to close my eyes. I don't trust anybody in that room.
I had a very tone. I had a very attractive woman there sucking my dick. And it's so funny. She's blowing me and she's looking at him.
So she's always looking at him.
Well, yeah, for the most part. She glances up at me and gives me some of this and all that. And all of a sudden he starts to look down and she fucking hits him.
Oh my God! I knew it.
Not in the face. Not in the face. She hit him in the chest, though. She hit him hard in the chest and said, "You fucking look." So
do you think that she could kick his ass, or how does it seem?
No, he wasn't a small, tiny guy or anything.
Do you think in that moment that was part of the gig, though? He looked down knowing that he would get hit.
He might have been,
or was he really like, "Oh, this is too much"?
Might have been.
And she's really like, "Yeah."
Did he seem like he was having a terrible time the whole time?
He looked like a beaten dog.
I don't think Chris made much eye contact. I mean,
I did, and that was the worst part about it. I was looking at him, and I started feeling sorry for this fucker, and I'm going, that's not what they want you for.
Spit on him.
Remember the fucking texts and all that stuff, and remember the ones from him that said what they wanted. So I said, fuck it, man up. So she's blowing me, she's gargling my nuts, everything. We go back to the bed. She lays on the bed, and she said, I want she put both of them in her mouth. That was kind of a cool trick. And then she moved them around.
Ooh, party trick.
It was a party trick. So
What a splendid whore.
He was 5 feet away from the bed probably, and she laid in a position where she knew he would see everything. Okay, she grabs her own ankles and pulls her ankles up, and then said, "Fuck me with that cock." She said, "I haven't had a cock like that since I married this piece of shit," or something like that.
Oh my God.
So I'm hitting it, and I'm hitting it hard. And the worst part about it is I'm fucking and I'm fucking and I'm fucking. And she's, all of a sudden, she'd fucking stop and she'd grab a pillow and she'd throw it at him because he looked down or something like that. You look up here, you little pussy.
That's where she needed that pellet gun I was talking about.
And I'm sitting there thinking, well, these people, they're going to want a marathon of this. They're going to want me to fuck, blah, blah, blah. And she goes, I can't wait. And this is the part, when you start fucking, you're like, okay, my nut's probably going to be here in 5 minutes or 10 minutes. You know it. You feel it. It feels great. Well, I didn't feel that. And I'm like, it was hard. It was rock hard. But I'm going, I'm just not into this enough to where I need to come. And she goes, I can't wait to see that pussy eat your cum out of my box.
You told me that the previous cucks had requested this, and you said no.
Well, I said no, but this is a one-time thing. And I said, well, one thing I definitely know I'm not going to do is stay around and watch that.
Are you blowing loads in her?
I think you blow the load and get
I blew the load.
out.
Well, let me finish.
I'm sorry.
Oh, you wear a condom.
I was not condomed.
Wow, that
You're
is really
fucking
weird
dirty
for you.
dish rag. You should have made out with her.
Dirty
No,
dish rag.
no, they
Ate her ass, ate her pussy, didn't wear a condom, but guess what? I ain't gonna kiss you on the mouth.
Hold on a second. Let me explain.
I love this.
Let me explain. And this is really the truth. They gave me dates and times of the last times they were fucking tested. They told me the last time they fucked with anybody else.
Yeah.
They said, we haven't done this in a long, long time because of our businesses and blah, ball, blah. And we're just dipping our toes back into it.
I
So
can
I'm
give
like,
you some dates and times, dude.
Well, you know what? Maybe
Just saying,
I'm talking, a 50-year-old
Want
couple
some dates
that
and times? I
looks
got some
like
dates
my
and times.
looks
Those are
like
like
my
the
teacher, looks like my principal and his secretary. I felt relatively safe.
I got you.
Because they wouldn't have the condom thing. So I'm sitting there thinking, well, if I do get off, which I really at this point don't think I'm going to be able to.
Well, I want to interrupt for a second. Just say that that's how you know you're a real stick man. You're a cocksmith. I know it because he's like, when you can feel your cum shot, coming in about 5 to 10 minutes. Dude, most dudes are just little rabbits.
Oh, no.
You're like, I got this one. I know where I'm at, and I know when I'm going to plan this out, and I'm going to fucking enjoy it. Perfect.
No, and it's so funny because when I was banging her, it felt great, and she was, God knows she was into it. She's holding her own ankles, and I'm just, and I could just feel my nuts pendulating them and hitting the fucking bed. And
cocksmith.
she'd say, this, my piece of shit husband over there, I wish he could fuck me like this. He just can't. So every now and then I got to get a real dick. And she was just, she called him, he said, you're half a man. You know that? She said, this cock feels so good, you're a half a man compared to him.
Now, he's got the nightgown on.
Yeah.
Cock cage not exposed?
No, he pulled the nightgown back over and covered his knees.
Because I kind of, for this...
Want to know if the cock cage is working?
I want to know if he's hard in that cock cage and suffering, and maybe that's why he's looking down. He's like, is this thing going to fucking fall off?
Oh, yeah.
Am I bleeding?
Yeah. Are my nuts bleeding?
She wouldn't let him. She wouldn't. There's no way she'd allow him to look down. Every time he looked down, she threw a pillow at him or yelled at him.
A pillow.
Whatever was around.
You little pussy. Ow.
But it was more. She was into just fucking humiliating the fuck out of him.
Hey, you know what I think is really cool though?
What's that?
This is the first time out of this whole situation that I've sympathized or kind of understood a little bit of their situation. Can you imagine you're in a cock cage, dick just smashed against the side, all hard. You love eating another man's cum. You love that your wife controls you. You love all this shit, right? And then as soon as you leave that fucking room, she takes that cock cage off. She's nice to you finally. And you get to eat this dude's cum and fuck your wife like you've never done before. It'd be it's like when you go to bed with socks on, and in the middle of the night you take them off and you rub your feet through the blanket. God damn it, you get that cock cage off and you're like, yes!
But and that's the thing that kept crossing my mind. It's like, when I leave here, is she going to take the cage off? They're going to kiss each other. I love you. And then they're going to lay in the bed, blah, blah, blah.
Yeah, and order pizza.
Probably. That's what I'm thinking. And that's what I'm hoping for.
Holy shit, what time is this?
This was like 2 p.m.
Oh my God, Chris, that's so important to know.
Come on, finish us up. Notre Dame's starting.
Yeah, it was like 2 p.m.
Fuck you, Jay. Did you hear that he went over there with a dude in a nightgown and it was 2:00 during the day?
Yeah, nightgowns are usually 7 p.m. or later.
Oh, you were making a joke about the Notre Dame thing. I was confused. I was like, it's Monday. What the fuck?
So-
Hold on.
It was Saturday when he fucked.
Right. I know. I thought you were saying right now you were being honest. Like, hurry up with
No,
the
no.
fucking story. I was like, what the hell's happening?
So I'm fucking her, and it's feeling good, but I didn't feel it coming at all. I wasn't getting close.
Just that one position so far?
Just so far.
Okay.
So I'm doing it. So I guess she wants him to be able to see everything. And then finally she went and she walked right over by him and leaned against this nightstand that was there. And I banged it from behind a couple times and she starts laughing, blah, blah, blah. She goes, looks good, doesn't it, sissy, or whatever.
Sissy.
And she even fucking looked me right in the face and said, you want to come on him? And I'm like, no, I don't.
This is awesome. Hey,
It wasn't.
This is awesome.
When she said, do you want to come on him? The first thing crossed my mind is, I'm leaving now. I don't
might
want
have-
to come.
I might have
I'm gonna
lost
leave
my
now.
bone.
Do you just not say anything? I think that's the best response.
No,
No thanks.
No, what I did is I think
Stay respectful.
I threw
Stay
myself
business.
back into fucking character for a second. I said, "No, I'm coming in this pussy." That's what I said.
That's great. Good answer.
So then I lay on the floor. She rides me. I lay on the bed. She rides me, and it's so funny. In the middle of it, she said, "Stop 1 second, pussy. Go get him another beer." And he goes and gets me another beer.
Oh, so you're.
I
middle
told
of the
them
day
when I went
drinking,
over there that I wanted Mick Ultra and a bottle of Jaeger on ice.
You're having a fucking Saturday, bud.
Well, he was planning on it. Then it
drinking
was too
Jaeger
weird.
with a
The
fucking
bottle of
sissy in a
bottle of
nightgown.
bottle of Jaeger was a fucking pint, which is a little disappointing, but it was still Jaeger. They fulfilled their.
Disappointing, Chris. It's 2:00.
I know. Dude.
No, I'm
Well,
with
you
you.
don't need more than a pint.
I'm with you.
I
They-
wanted the whole thing
they
because I
needed the
wanted to
leader.
take it with me.
Yeah,
I wanted
exactly.
to take it. So anyway,
You tell him that next
You
time.
ain't taking anything with you,
She's
especially
right.
not your dignity.
she's
bud.
riding me. I'm fucking her.
Text Sissy right now and say you owe me.
Give me back my pride.
It's actually funny because when we were fucking and doing all these things, and she kept yelling at him, half a man. When she called him that, I felt bad. But I'm
He's
like,
wearing a nightgown in the corner.
I know.
No, he is half a man at that
And
point.
I'm sitting
All
here
right?
thinking,
He's half a grandma.
Fuck it.
I'm starting after about 30 minutes of fucking, I'm like, okay, I'm feeling it. It's coming.
Yeah.
Okay. So I said, fuck it. I'm leaving here soon. So I lay her on the ground, literally
On the ground?
from me to you,
Yeah.
because that's where she wanted me to come, was close so he could see her face. That's what she said. I want him to see my face when you come. So I'm hitting it hard. I'm bang,
Your
and
knees aren't hurting you?
oh yeah, they were hurting.
God damn, that's the
I was
worst.
scraping them on the
those
carpet.
floors are like concrete.
No, it was carpeted.
I know, but it's
Yeah. So anyway, I
it's
come.
not nice carpet.
So anyway, I
He
come.
was at the Hyatt, dude.
Hey, he comes. Hold on.
We weren't fucking at a Comfort Inn. This is the Hyatt. You know, it
Yeah.
might have nice carpet. I wouldn't know. I don't have that money.
Casino carpet.
And this part was actually kind of cool. I come.
Casino carpet's
I
good.
finish coming. Blah blah blah. I withdraw.
I know more about carpet.
She
than you.
immediately goes down and sucks it for a minute, which was really cool.
Well, that's really nice of her, but
Yeah.
doesn't that drive you kind of nuts a little bit? Like when
It's
I
very
come,
sensitive. Yeah,
I
don't
know,
touch
but
it.
then also it's sort of like as soon as I come, I mean, my brain completely flips, like 100% flip. I could go from like wanting to do the fucking wildest shit to just
No,
going.
that doesn't happen with me.
Really?
I stay horny when I come, usually.
Oh my
In
god!
this case, all I wanted to do is get the fuck out of there.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So
okay.
I come, she sucks it a little bit. I sit on the bed and I'm sitting here thinking, what to myself? What do I do now? Do I just get up and put my clothes on? Because I know that they're going to freak the fuck out if I do that. Because I think they came up 2 hours and rented a hotel room. You know what I mean? I think they wanted me to be there longer. But I did. I threw my fucking clothes on. I grabbed 2 beers for the fucking road and I walked out the door. I actually.
What did they say?
I
They weren't
Yeah,
like, come
wait,
back.
wait, yeah.
Come back.
They didn't say
Hold
a
on,
fucking
wait,
word.
Wait, back up. I feel like I missed something there. All right, so you blow a load in her.
Yes.
She gets up off the floor. You stand up,
Yeah.
and she starts sucking your dick. She gets on her knees,
Yes.
starts sucking your dick.
Correct.
Sissy still staring at you guys.
Still staring.
Okay, and then she sucks for a bit. Does she say anything? Like, did you see that, Sissy? You see what he just did? Filled
No,
his
but
pussy
when
up,
she's
okay?
sucking it, she's making eye contact
And
with
then-
him again
and then you're like-
squeezing it.
Okay. And you grab 2 beers and you walk out of the room?
I sit on the bed for a minute, and she's laying there just kind of, winded a little bit.
Mm-hmm.
And my pants and shirt were sitting about 5 feet away on the dresser. So I grabbed the shirt, put it on, grabbed the pants, put them on.
Did he ever say a word?
Not one word.
Holy shit. This is so fucking wild.
Sissy's not allowed talking.
He said not one word.
Bitch.
He didn't say yes, ma'am, or sorry, or nothing. He never uttered a fucking word. And when I got dressed, I walked over to her. And this is where I thought it was going to be normal again. I thought, hey, I'll go over and I'll give this girl a hug and I'll walk out like I normally do with the cups.
Right. Like, have a great day. Thanks, guys.
And she grabs my hand, she squeezes it and winks, and I'm left. So
would you rather?
So I'm sitting here
All right,
thinking.
so would you rather? Would you rather have your wife make you dress up in a nightgown and fuck a bigger dude, or would you rather jump off a bridge?
But see, here's the deal, though. Let
damn
me
it,
finish
what the
the story because there's a couple things.
Finish it.
When I got
Finish.
home, I mean, I was
she
really
said.
it fucked with me. It really truly did. And I was sitting there thinking, well, first of all, I consider myself sexually a freak, okay? But this crossed a line that I don't want to cross. But I want to come real close to that line. I just don't
Right.
want to step over it.
Well,
and I'm
that's-
like, well, I said, do I need to keep talking to these people when they text me and maybe try it again and hopefully it'll be normal like the one I'm used to? And I said, these people are never going to fucking call me again. Obviously, I was a disappointment.
I was gonna suggest.
They messaged me the next day. They texted me the next day and said, that was great. Thank you. Hope you can stay longer next time.
Right. So I was gonna ask if do you felt like I'm glad that they text you back, but I didn't know if you were a disappointment in the sense that she suggested that you could come on him or spit on him.
Yeah.
You didn't do any of that shit, and I wonder if that to them is vanilla. You know what I
See,
mean?
that's what I was thinking. And that's what I was thinking. I'll never hear from these people again because I was boring and they wanted extreme and I just wasn't that. And the worst part about it is if it wasn't so weird, I would have gotten extreme gladly.
I don't think there's a big
I'm not gonna
bucket
spit on
to
a guy.
pick from. You know what I mean? I think of
right.
there's not a big bucket of people that are willing to even step into the room.
Yeah.
All right, so someone that steps into the room and then finishes, regardless of the extra add-ons. He didn't. He didn't buy any fucking appetizers. Order any extra drinks with his meal.
Yeah,
but he did come and he paid for the meal and he left. So
that's a home run.
He's still a customer.
Yeah,
so I could
yeah.
see them maybe wanting to keep you around for that, especially if she enjoyed the fuck or whatever. But. And also how many people come back, so she might just be throwing that out thinking, well, maybe.
I can't imagine anybody.
I don't, there's some weirdos out there, but it
All right,
isn't
so
a big pool,
I'm going to let you read these texts.
Mm-hmm.
These I got today
Well, you read them.
from a couple that messaged me, and I've been talking to them for about a week. They live up north or down south as well.
Mm-hmm.
And here's what they said. I started off, well, she will be my fuck toy. Now, this is a group message with him and her. So it says, fuck yes, I want to see all her holes just drool with spit and cum. She loves to have her throat fucked until she is spitting and slobbering. And then she chimes in, I do. I love to be throat fucked. I want spit dripping to my tits.
God damn.
And he said, I'm sure he can with that big cock he has. And then he said, so how wet is your pussy now, baby? And she hasn't responded. But
These are new people?
These are new ones.
Oh.
Fucking
These are
bizarre,
young
dude.
people.
Young ones.
I swear to
she's
God,
38. He's 41.
So I
That's not young.
I listened to
For
this,
me, it is.
I know.
I listened to this murder podcast, and
Chris-
it's always what?
Is this leading to Chris getting murdered?
Well,
And believe me, that crosses my mind when I
we
meet with
thought about
strangers.
it. Nathan said that to me before he left. He's like, I said bye to Chris just in case.
Almost every single one of the fucking podcasts are crimes of passion, and it's always a dude or a wife killing each other because of infidelity or
but I think that's a different thing.
Well, hold on though.
With these messages I'm getting, I'm finding out there is a lot of couples
I
that are
know,
into
and
this
I'm not
shit.
suggesting that you're going to get murdered. My thought is that I just can't. I can't believe that the other extreme, just like anything in life, there's always the other end of the spectrum. But I cannot, if a dude looks at Jen the wrong way, I want a fist fight. That's retarded. I understand that. Okay? But to be willing, that message was crazy, Chris.
I got those an hour ago.
And you're like, she's going to be my fuck toy to another grown man?
But that's what
And
they're
he's like, yeah. And with that big
They
cock of
approached
his,
me.
he can, like...
Are you going to ask him? Are you going to ask him?
Ask him what?
Is he going to be wearing a nightgown when you show up? Because that's off limits now. That's
You
now.
better.
See, the thing about it is that
Hey, Sissy ain't going to be there, is he?
Hey, but by the way, did you respond
I don't
to
like
them?
fucking in front
I
of
responded
Sissy.
to them. I said, "Hey, thanks. Had a great time. Talk to you.
You
later."
lied.
I lied.
You should have told him the truth.
Would you do it again if he didn't wear a nightgown? If you requested, he just wear a pair of just slacks and a fucking regular
Wear
shirt?
some slacks.
And then you show up and he's got like a fucking clown wig on. Is this better?
Thing about it is that really fucking tortured me with this is she was very attractive. Her body
I
was
want to
very
see her,
toned.
Chris. Why can't you talk and look something up at the same fucking time?
Well, we got to get to the end of the show, so you go ahead and pull that up, and I'll get to the next segment. You know what I mean? You know what I mean? Oh, then I forget what it is. All right, we got to get to emails because, oh, that's not the button you're supposed to press. That's not either. Jesus Christ, what am I doing? All right, there we go. We constantly tell people they need to write in and everything, and then when they write in, we might not read their emails. So we better fucking read their stupid emails. All right, this email, Christopher, is from Ross Albrecht. Do you remember who that was?
No.
It was the founder of the Silk Road that somehow reached out to us. He's in jail. I don't know why he's reaching out to us, but
Are you being serious?
I don't fucking know.
I don't
That's what the
believe
email
this shit
says.
at all.
This is the second email. All right, anyways.
Okay.
Morning, gentlemen. October 16th, a pivotal day in world history. Marie Antoinette was guillotined on this day, along with Tommy Smith and John Carlos given the Black Power Fist at the 1968 Olympic Games. John Paul II was elected Pope on this day, and John F. Kennedy informed the Soviet missiles in Cuba as well on October 16th. Chris, I also might remember this one. In 1958, on October 16th, the El Camino was introduced by Chevy, as well as the Walt Disney Company being founded on this very special day. Of all these events, want to know what else happened on August 16th? That was the last time you fucking fags had a podcast. October 16th. I know you guys say you work at some casino, so I assume that you can do some basic math. That's now 14 full days since our last podcast. I mean, what the fuck? I've written one email to you guys, donated tens of thousands of dollars to this podcast, and most importantly, liked and shared this on Facebook and YouTube. And this is the thanks I get? Unbelievable. I mean, where the fuck is Joe Rogan when you need him, right? Anyways, those Bengals just kicked San Fran's ass, and I hope those libtard fans from the podcast out in California are still crying and wish they had Joe Montana back. I guess while I'm here, we can do a name your price and a would you rather. Name your price to spend a week in Gaza right now at this current time. You will have an assault rifle, supplies, food, water given to you upon your arrival and throughout your stay. You can fight or hide in the rubble You can fight or hide in the rubble of a missile-ridden building. Your choice, but you must be there a week. Name your price. So, how much to stay in Gaza right now during the war?
And probably die.
Man, what just happened? That guy's boring as fuck.
He's in jail, dude. Give him a break.
Yeah, he's
Am I
fucking boring.
wearing a nightgown in this scenario?
Sissy?
I've got a gun. I guess there are places in Gaza that may be
This
safer
would you
than
rather
others.
sucks. I hate this guy.
100
I don't
grand.
like this guy at all.
Ryan don't know what Gaza is, so he's confused.
100 grand
And,
for a week. 100 grand.
I look. There's nothing worse. I mean, would you
I'm not-
rather with like stick a nail up your nose, blah blah blah? Dude, this
I'm not Palestinian.
Political war, fucking would you rather?
But the fact that
gives
he-
a shit.
the fact
Chris,
that
stop
he
answering
wrote
this.
it.
This
He
guy
wrote
is
it.
not the dude from Silk Road. He's a boring fuck. Tell him. Can you respond? Oh, he's listening. Hey, stop writing emails. You're boring as heaven. You fucking fuck. Boring as shit.
Hey, no, keep writing emails.
You know what, man? I can't wait till you get out. I'm going to fuck your wife. Right in front of you. You're going to wear a nightgown, you little pussy.
It has nothing to do with politics. He's basically asking you how much you would charge to stay in a war zone.
Boring. Fucking boring. I live in America. Don't have to worry about nothing.
All right, this might be more up your alley.
All right, thank you.
Would you rather fuck your girlfriend in your mom's body or fuck
Ew.
fuck your mom in your girlfriend's body?
My son gave
I'm
us
going to
that.
fuck my mom and my girlfriend's
He
body.
My
said
son
sorry. He
gave us
said
that.
sorry if it was covered in the past. So I guess this has been covered. But
Yeah, my son sent that in.
yeah, I remember
That
that.
one's not a hard one for me.
Well, you answer.
I did. I
What?
said I fucked my mom in my wife's body.
Ew.
See, there's no
Ew.
good. There's no answer. That's
I don't
not
have a
ooh.
problem with that one, honestly. My mom's cool as shit. We have a good relationship.
She's not
It's not
exactly
that
attractive.
good. It's not that good.
I'm saying it's my wife's body.
It is.
Oh, yeah, it is your wife's body. All right, never mind.
But
Yeah,
she- but
she's
she's gonna
fucking
look up-
hot now.
she's
and
gonna
she,
look
hey,
up and
guess
go-
what? Most women don't talk a lot during sex.
Hey, she's
Shit,
gonna.
my mom talks more.
She's gonna look up and say, "Ryan, not so hard, baby. Not so hard.
She ain't gonna say no.
My ankles hurt.
That hurts, baby.
My ankles hurt. It's Jen's body.
Give your mommy a kiss.
Yeah, but still, you
give
have,
your mom
you
a
still
kiss.
have
Oh,
inner
you
pain.
still have your inner aches and pains.
Your aches and pains are
Starts
still
bringing
there.
up all the tragedy in life. I miss your brother. Like, God damn it!
Yeah, what if she
trying to
says
nut
that?
on you, mom?
My answer would be the same as his,
I remember
only
when your
because
brother
there's no
answered
way
this
I
question.
could. There's no way I could do it the other way. There's no way I could do it the other way. So the answer is the same.
I don't remember. What was my original answer?
There's no
The same.
way.
Okay.
There's no way you picked "fuck your mom."
Ew.
No one's talking to anybody during sex.
Well, look, Ross got you engaged.
Hey,
Ross,
Yeah, the guy that wrote
he
it.
asked that question.
Yes.
And, again, another boring, stupid question. I answered it in 1 fucking second. Didn't even have to think about it. This guy's a fucking dork.
by the way, you are wrong, bud. Big talker.
All right.
I talked the whole time.
Fuck.
You read books and shit.
No, I'll look at it.
Chapter 13.
How's my cock feel? You like my cock? Stuff like that.
We got to end this
Like,
show.
You're not talking. Yeah. Oh, fuck yeah, you like that cock. I get that.
Fuck you. All right, Chris, you got to fuck you.
I
Your hard out was at 1:15.
no.
We got 2 minutes.
2:10. 2:10.
Okay. Oh, shit. I
Yeah, I
12
gotta-
minutes. I wouldn't have been rushing as much.
But
Yeah,
before I
God
give
damn,
my
you're
fuck
so
you,
Russian.
let me surmise
I
this.
don't like the Russians.
And this is where I need advice because I actually truly need advice.
Oh, we're going back to the fuck story?
No, just a
We'll
question
go anywhere.
that I didn't get to finish.
Okay. Sorry.
Now, like I said, I've crossed a line that I'm not comfortable with. I'm very comfortable just under that line. And I like to remain freaky and have fun, but I don't want that line again. Do you think I'm going to turn into this fucking vanilla guy that is fucking normal people, like
Chris,
normally missionary position with
buddy,
the fucking lights off?
You're going to be
I don't
just
want
fine.
that.
Hey, listen. Look at me. You're going to be just fine. Here's what happened. You went through a traumatic,
I did.
wild experience.
You got PTSD.
What you need to do is you need to get out there, get butthole liquor, eat your ass like a fucking maniac, come right on her forehead while she's smiling at you, and you'll be right back, bud.
She doesn't do the facial.
Okay,
she likes it
wherever
on-
you want to
You
put
said she's a friend.
She's a friend. She
If
like.
you need it, she'll be there for you.
Oh no,
it. You got a friend in me.
Yeah.
And you know what? That's the thing. I've decided that, and because let me tell you this.
Where does she like to come? You were going to say.
She likes it on her titties or on her
Okay,
stomach. Yeah.
right on.
And unlike some friends, she won't die in the hot tub.
That was fucking so good.
Like Matthew
I
Perry?
swear to God, that was so good that I couldn't even get a laugh out. Blew a funny
Shaka
fuse.
Khan, let's go.
The thing about it is that I had sex. I came.
Damn.
It got a little
That's good,
freaky
Jason.
at parts, but then when it started to be fun, I turned and saw a fucking 50-some-year-old man wearing a fucking nightgown. And I'm going to tell you this right now. I did not enjoy myself. I did it, and the fact that I fucked, I did not enjoy myself.
You cummed and did not have a good time. Now, that's a very rare experience for anyone.
It is. But you know what I thought? I thought to myself, if I don't get a nut and I just leave, then maybe I'm in for a world of shit. You know what I mean? You're not even going to come, you piece of shit. Get over here, you know?
Well, what if
Yeah,
you
but
went?
I mean, like, who cares? Get over here. It's a guy in a fucking nightgown. Like, it's some weirdo that likes dressing
Well,
her
yeah,
husband
but-
like in a
but see,
nightgown.
here's the
Hey,
thing.
fucking,
Here's the thing.
You worried
They got
about bad Yelp reviews?
They got my phone number. Am I going to get bombarded with fuck you calls and all that? But then I started thinking, no, I won't,
That'd be
because
cool.
they're married with a fucking, with family and all that.
Yeah.
They're not going to, they
Yeah,
don't want
ruin
any
their
drama.
lives,
I ain't
dude.
gonna do shit, man.
All right.
Yeah,
Well,
what was their business names?
I don't know.
Oh, God
All I
damn it.
know is that she owns a hair salon.
No, I mean, did they use like fake names or anything?
I don't know. They gave me their names.
You didn't check
Here's
the
the
right
deal:
ID.
if you could go back, and like I said, no nightgown. He's dressed normal, and you were in total control. I mean, I know that's not what she wants, though. Like, what if you kind of bullied her up a bit? Well,
She didn't want that. Now, there's some, like this one is asking me to.
Hey,
This one wants
here's
to
the
be
other
me to
thing.
dominate her.
I didn't like all the spit talk.
I don't like that either.
Well, she gives sloppy blowjobs.
You're a
that's what she was
spitter,
saying.
but she wanted. No, she said she wanted. Oh, okay. Is that
She
what
wants
that
it
was?
You
dripping
point at
off
me
my
and say
dick
I'm a
onto her
spitter?
tits.
Yeah, you're always like spit in my mouth. Ugh. And I'm
She
like,
wants
ew.
she wants to
what's wrong
spit
with that?
from my dick.
I didn't say
dripping
there was
onto her
anything
tits.
wrong. I just said you're a spitter. Am I not?
I'm not a spitter.
Well, you've been spit on.
I'm a spit receiver.
Okay, well then you understand it a little bit more than I.
No,
would
she
understand
said,
it.
I want to
Hold
be
on a
throat
second
fucked
here.
while the spit drips onto my titties.
Okay,
Yeah,
now I
that's
get what
cool.
she said. I
yeah,
get
yeah,
what she
yeah.
said.
Now, but see-
I thought she wanted to like get throats sucked, but you were tooey.
But from what I'm
No, but
gathering
ew.
in this short
I am a
conversation,
spitter. I lied to you.
Yeah, I know.
what I'm
spitting on
gathering
tits
in
all
this
the
short
time.
conversation
Spit all
is
you
she
want. I was
wants
just saying, I don't
me
get it.
to be with her like she was, like the girl last Saturday was with this guy.
They live down south, is what you said?
Well, they live between Louisville and
This is a
Frankfurt,
decent journey.
she said, yeah.
Okay, and you got pictures of her?
That one I don't have pictures of.
So you have no idea what they look like. You
Uh,
could be talking to a fat, bald, Michigan fan.
Yeah, we're not at pictures yet.
I hope they're not a Michigan fan.
Yeah. Hey,
But the thing about it is, I think she wants me to be like, you dirty whore, and she wants me to call her fucking names. She told me I like to be totally dominated. I'll dominate my guy, you dominate me.
okay. Yeah, that makes sense.
That I could live with, unless he's wearing a fucking nightgown and she fucking shitting
Chris,
all over him, you know?
Hey, man, I got to be straight up with you.
Straight up now, tell
You showed me the pictures of that lady. That lady is much older than 50. That lady's 60.
You think?
Yes.
No, I
Maybe.
saw the pictures.
No, you didn't.
Was there
Look
good
at them
pictures?
again.
Well, these are pictures
Buddy,
from the
she's
profile.
Hey,
What?
she's up there in age, man.
Okay.
You could potentially hurt her. So I would
Sounds like you didn't.
Hold
I
on a
would
second.
stay
No,
away.
She,
No, what is your plan? Do you think you would do it again? Because
That-
hey,
no.
we all know what it feels like to get horny. You just start.
That woman,
maybe
what-
I will.
she's not that old.
Chris, she's old, old.
Your old meters might be broke.
No, listen. Here's the deal. You can tell she's fit, and that's how I know how old she is. Because even fit, she's got skin. Her knees. Look at her knees, buddy.
Knees and hands, dude.
Look at her fucking
Neck.
knees.
Knees, hands, and neck.
And then you're gonna look at it again. I'm telling you, this lady's.
I seen one picture.
She's in her 60s.
I seen one picture of her face, and she had a dick in her mouth. So it was like you can't.
Yeah,
I didn't
Very
see her
true.
face. I
Like,
didn't get to see her face.
Because I even told him, like, dude, what if she shows up and she has two teeth looking at each other funny? You
Yeah.
know, because all you ever seen was a dick in her mouth. You never saw her with the teeth. But he said he's seen other pictures. I wasn't interested.
All right, well, while I'm looking it up, get the fuck you.
All right, fuck you, Duke. And I'm not talking about the basketball team. My little fucking dog, man. I woke up the other day. This was last week, since we haven't had a podcast in a while, but last week, diarrhea all over the fucking
man.
bedroom floor. And Carmen woke me up. She's like, I smell dog shit. I'm like, he probably farted. Go back to bed. You know what I mean? And then I fucking smell it eventually.
Trashiest shit ever.
Yeah. Well, the dog,
Isn't it
Probably
though?
farted. Go back to bed.
dogs fart, dude. I mean, like that.
They do?
Yeah, dogs fart, and they stink usually.
Yeah,
So,
dude.
anyhow,
Dogs
dogs fart, man. All right. So there's dog shit all over the floor. I clean it up. I don't know about you guys, but when you get the first thing you smell in the morning is dog shit, that's all you smell the rest of the day. All fucking day. That's all I can smell. I was at work and I'm like, there's fucking dog shit. I'm like, my shoes weren't in the fucking room. What is going on?
in your head.
It's
yeah.
just in your fucking head. I could not get it out all night. Then the next fucking morning,
That's not the one, man.
yeah, the
Move
next
on.
fucking, yeah, give me the picture he's talking about.
Which
the next
one are you
fucking
talking
morning,
about?
How about the? Let me have control
these
of this, for
motherfuckers.
fuck's sake.
This dog
That one?
shits all
No,
over the
she's
fucking
stretching out her
basement.
skin by doing that. Go the other way.
Hey, look at this. Here's something promising. That guy's got a rubber on. I'm clean.
All right, anyways.
Wait, give me this.
You guys are
motherfucking
awful
thing.
at this game.
I'm sorry, bud. I'm listening,
I'm done.
dude.
Yeah, that's old body.
That lady's so old.
That's old body. That's definitely not 40s.
Oh,
Dude,
no,
look at
that's
her
what I said.
arms, buddy. She's
Especially
so
not
old.
fit.
Now,
fit 40s.
but listen, I ain't
She's fit.
hating.
Why she got that face on? What the fuck is going
Hey,
on
Jay,
there?
I mean, that's,
Hey,
that's
with the
a
dog
fit
shit-
woman. That's what she looked like.
Oh, that's a better angle, but you can still see those old elbows.
Hey, with the dog shit, the other day,
I didn't enjoy it
Faye's
anyway.
dog started to shit,
Yeah.
and it sounded like a fucking like a fountain or
Uh-huh.
some shit. And I was like, oh, this boy is pissing. I look back, he was spraying diarrhea
Ugg.
so hard and so much. And this poor little face, he was like, his ears are all fucking flopped down. And anyway, It smelled so awful in the house, I started to gag and shit. Speaking of smell being a curse, fuck. I wish I couldn't have smelled anything. I go to McDonald's and get McDonald's biscuits and gravy, which no one talks about. They're the shit. As I'm eating them, those biscuits and gravy tasted like how dog shit smells.
Yeah, because
they fucked me up.
You were cursed.
I couldn't finish them.
It's the curse of the
shit,
shit,
fuck,
dude.
I couldn't take more than 3 bites.
The curse of the shit. Fuck you.
You have a dog named Duke?
Yeah.
That's cool.
All right, yeah, I got to fuck you. And I really don't know how to put this because somebody that we may or may not know.
Well, you definitely know him. That's so crazy, Chris.
That's weird.
What's that?
You could have
You
just...
definitely know him.
Yeah, there's no...
Otherwise, you
may
wouldn't have said that.
Yeah, there's definitely not a may not.
No, he's grinning.
But it really...
He may or may not be named Tom. You know?
How should I know?
It really pissed me off.
Fuck Todd.
Fucked a guy at the marathon station on Harrison Avenue.
I don't know him.
Huh?
No, I don't.
I guess we don't know him.
Fucked a guy at the marathon station at Harrison Avenue. Okay, and this really fucking pissed me off. I go up to the fucking counter, and I say to him, I want $30 on pump whatever.
Yeah.
And I got my energy drink, and blah, blah, blah. He says, okay. So I fucking go out, I turn the pump on, and it's one of these. Tick, tick.
Always at the end.
Tick.
Especially.
But they stop at like $1 for it. Anyway, but this one
It's
was
the worst.
earlier.
Mm-hmm. I agree.
So $24.85 is all my card would hold.
Mm-hmm.
So I go in there, and I say, hey, bud, my card didn't hold that much.
Mm-hmm.
I need like $5 back. He goes, oh, it'll automatically be credited back to your card. It was a week ago, fuckhead. Still nothing.
No way.
I paid $30 for $24 worth of fucking gas. And when I went back in the next time and said it, he goes, you wait, it'll be there. Fuck you. Reach your fucking hand in the fucking register and give me $5.
I would have put that guy in a headlock.
Wanted to, but cameras everywhere.
I know. I'm saying I just want to. Yeah.
Okay, now I do know him. And
Yeah.
that's funny.
Yes, me too.
I do know him. You don't know him, but I
don't
don't
know
know
him.
him.
on Harrison Avenue?
Oh, I don't know him?
No, you know him, somebody that is probably related to him.
Associated
The
with...
marathon in
Yes.
Washington Heights?
we gotta go buy new people. But, here is my flippin'
Reba.
Fuck you, dude. Who the fuck goes in and says, I want $30 and pump 5? They got a fucking machine right there. You put your card in it.
I got skimmed on those things
and then
before.
It does, well, stop living on the west side. And then fucking you fill your thing up with gas, and then you move on with your day, and you don't have to ask for $4 back.
Yeah, man, he's right about
I got
this.
skimmed sticking
That's
my card
okay.
in. I had to cancel my card and get a whole new fucking
What kind
card.
of trashy places
Why
are
don't
you
you
going
just
to?
use
Believe
cash?
me, the East Coast, I don't
The
carry
East Coast.
cash anymore.
I'm not in New York.
Your fucking East
don't ever
Siders,
have-
they skim too.
I've been getting gas for my whole life.
I've only been
and
skimmed
it's never
once.
happened. Well, then take your chances.
Jason used
I
to
ain't taking
drive
my
as a
chances.
baby.
All right, fuck you guys.
Fuck you. Hold on a second. I gotta fuck you.
All right, fuck
First
you.
one is, hold on. Fuck you,
Okay.
Chris, for fucking a dude's wife in a nightgown that she's clearly 63. Fuck you for giving me shit for dressing up just trying to look nice in this short fucking time we have on this rock spinning through the fucking galaxy.
I don't wanna hear it.
Hey,
That's a long time.
Hey,
We've
hey.
got 100 years to dress up. Not at Sunday.
and fuck Ross, or whoever the fuck the Silk Road guy is.
Ross Ulbricht.
Tell that guy, come knocking.
Come
I
on.
can't wait to put that guy on an armbar, snap his shit off.
You don't know arm bars. When did
Yeah,
you
you're
learn
right.
arm bars?
That's a good point. I don't know an
Fuck
arm.
you.
Hey,
All
but
What?
but let it be known, Ross,
You still want him to come knocking.
you and me are going to war.
I wonder if Ross is Palestinian.
You kind of fucked off now. Please subscribe and share. Well, you can kind of fuck off now. Subscribe and share. Fuck off. Fuck off. Fuck off. Fuck off. Fuck off. Fuck